According to the U.S. Census Bureau, there are over 305 million people in the United States and nearly 25 million businesses and organizations, for-profit and not. Here in Colorado alone, there are about 5 million folks and over 525,000 small businesses and organizations. Approximately 1 in every 8 people over the age of 18 here in the U.S. own or have ownership in some sort of business. We are on a mission to find out which of these organizations benefit the local communities, economies, and the lives of people most. Welcome to the Good Business Show.
On October 2nd, 1881, a small group of men met in the basement of St. Mary's Church on Hill House Avenue in New Haven, Connecticut. Called together by their 29-year-old parish priest, Father Michael J. McGivney, these men formed a fraternal society that would one day become the world's largest Catholic family fraternal service organization. Their efforts came to fruition with the incorporation of the Knights of Columbus on March 29, 1882.
In World War II, the U.S. Catholic bishops created a new agency called the National Catholic Community Service, which functioned under the direct control of the United Service Organizations. Members assisted in the sale of war bonds, over 92 million to Knights of Columbus members alone, civilian defense efforts, supplying blood banks, Red Cross work, and a multitude of local and national enterprises. Canadian Knights revived the popular Hut program of the First World War. Knights of Columbus established a $1 million educational trust fund to provide a college education to the children of members who were killed or permanently and totally disabled in World War II. Later, this benefit was extended to those of other wars: Korea, Vietnam, the Persian Gulf, and to United Nations peacekeeping forces. In 1970, this benefit of membership was enhanced to include the children of law enforcement officers, and in 1971 to full-time firefighters. On September 12, 2001, the $1 million Heroes Fund was established in the aftermath of the World Trade Center and Pentagon terrorist attacks. Funds were provided for the families of all full-time professional, law enforcement, firefighter, and emergency personnel who lost their lives in the rescue, recovery, and efforts. This was the first time in the Order's history that a fund of this nature was created in response to a national tragedy.
I got involved in the Knights of Columbus about 5 years ago in Nevada. We were building a new parish, and it was a common goal to build a parish and community center, and I wanted to be involved in the community, and this I felt was the best way to do it. Then shortly after that, we moved and came to Grand Junction, Colorado, and I got involved with the Knights here because it was such an organization to help the community and the parish, and that's one reason why I got involved.
One of the things I was involved in was the Care and Share program. It was at a time when several towns in this state were kind of depressed, and not unlike today, but even worse. Knights of Columbus, and kind of spearheaded by a guy that was in the Knight that was in the council with me, and he put together groups of Knights to go to San Luis Valley to get potatoes and onions, and got our grocery chain to donate turkeys, and we got other people to help with bread and dressing and all kinds of stuff. And we caravanned to Leadville, and it was cold and it was icy, and this was for Thanksgiving. And I think we took up, if I remember correctly, enough boxes for 100 families, because the council there said that's what they needed, was 100 families to have Thanksgiving dinner.
Today, the Knights of Columbus continue to help people and raise money. With everything from pancake breakfasts to lasagna dinners, golf tournaments, movie nights, clothing drives, Thanksgiving basket programs, Catholic outreach activities, blood drives, the empty bowls, and so much more.
Every year, our council puts on a golf tournament to support one of the local charities. And I have to tell you, it is probably one of the biggest productions that we do. There are many, many meetings and lots of work that goes into putting one of these on. This year, we partnered up with the Treehouse. It's an event that takes a tremendous amount of planning, but when it's executed, it's a really beautiful thing to see. If a person is interested in becoming involved in the community, helping others, have an opportunity to do things that they can use to express their faith, it's a great opportunity.